Hey everyone, welcome back to Wicked Tunes with me, Lad from the Woods. Easter weekend here in Eastern Ontario, Canada. Out in the bush, don't you know, doing the rock and roll. All right, well, Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, what more can I say? I mean, there's really nothing I could possibly say. I mean, Tom Petty, he's up in the stratosphere with the greats, you know, the Stones, the Who, you name it, the Beatles, Dylan, Traveling Wilburys with George Harrison, and, you know, it's just unbelievable. Anyways, we've lost him far too young, and it's such a bummer, but we still have his music. And a lot of people, you know, they're stuck on his stuff from the late 70s because that was really big on AM and FM radio. But some of his stuff he did in the 2000s is just unbelievably good. This album was called Mojo. It was out, I think, in 2015. And this song is called The Trip to Pirates Cove. And this one here, I think weed smokers will kind of go, I'm trying to get this whole little story he's telling. So this one you got to listen because this is a good story that Tom is telling in there. I don't know if it's true. Tom probably is just, you know, smoked one and went off on a little thing. And of course the Heartbreakers behind him, just, you know, keeping the whole thing together. So anyways, let's get to it. But first I'll ask you to please like, share, and subscribe. It helps the channel with the algorithms, and we are building, folks. It is happening, and that's so cool. And if you wish to donate to the channel, I'm on a drive right now to build a studio and shop here at the acreage, and any help would be appreciated. So, yep, I decided to do that studio thing that I said I'd never do, but you got to listen to other folks and go, yeah, okay. That's cool. As long as I don't get too fancy. That's the thing. I don't want anything fancy. So anyways, never mind all this. Okay? Well, not never mind, but you know what I mean. Let's get on with the song. Cool? Everybody cool with that? So, and this is a wicked tune, and this is a rock and roll tune. I guess.
Out to Pirates Cove. In my buddy's old Defender, we ran until the gas got low. We were flying close to heaven, everything was starting to close. Driving in the sunset, rolling 'cause we had to roll. I think he was a preacher, but Lord, I can't recall his name. Talking to me just the same. He said 5 will get you 10, but boy, you got to stay in the game. Yeah, you got to let it ride, or you only got yourself to blame. Lost a wheel in Santa Cruz, so we partied with some motel mates. My friend said I don't like mine, so what do you say we trade? was a part of my heart. Now she's just a line in my face. They let us go with a warning, said we'd book you, but we don't have a case. Said take her with you, to leave her here would be a crime. But let's get out of Santa Cruz, all I got is a Canadian dime.
I had to stop it right there. He's just singing about Santa Cruz and a Canadian dime. And there's my Canadian brother living up in the mountains. What's that fucking Fenton? He's near Fenton, California, but he's up in the hills there with the hippies. Of course, I think half the place is burned out. He got burned out of his trailer. He lived in a trailer like me that he could pull around until he lost his license. He's got MS and he had a brain tumor, which they operated on, but I don't know. He's 2 years younger than me, but yeah, he loves Tom Petty too. It's just a thing. And I don't know if we haven't talked a long time, but because he's way up there and he doesn't come out of the hills very often up there. A lot of the hippies are up in there and they don't come out of the hills. So, anyways, but I'm sure he'd love this song. It's right up his alley. Like me, he's and he actually experimented with shrooms before I did, which really kind of surprised me. I did acid before he did, but he did shrooms before me. And he actually introduced me to shrooms, my little brother. Anyway, and never looked back. All right, anyway, back to the song. Holy shit, I'm off in La La Land there. I just I'm buzzing and the song's got me into a groove. I love the drumming on this. He is one of the greatest, Tom Petty's drummer, one of the greatest drummers ever. He just, he knows when he has to keep moving it and he knows when he has to jazz it up a little bit. He's perfect, perfect drummer. Anyways, let's get back to it.
I got a friend in Mendocino and it's getting close to harvest time. And she was kinda cute, if a little past her prime. On the trip to Pirates Cove, on the trip to Pirates Cove, driving in the sunset, driving in the sunset.
I have trouble. Hey, wasn't that great? I have trouble with I'm using Streamlabs Desktop 1.84. I mean, I pay for it and then it gets upgraded every so often. Anyways, but they have an internal browser in their system, okay? So that I can, be on the YouTube and getting the songs and doing them, and then I put them up on here on the screen and all that crap. So anyways, but one thing, it's hard to control this browser. Like, it's based on Chrome, which is fine. I use Chrome and I use Edge, for different things. But yeah, like there's the auto button, like you play the next song, I can never get it turned off. I don't know what happens. It just doesn't get turned off. I wish they would have us a way that we could actually, it would actually use exactly my browser that I have, with the way I've got my settings, but not yet. Maybe someday. So Streamlabs, if you're listening, we got to do something with the browser because your browser thing's just not cool here. Anyways. What a great song, eh? Especially if you're a buzzy. I was looking out the side here because I have kind of two pet squirrels. There's Marvin and Martha. They're very friendly. Actually, Marvin tried to come in here the other day. He didn't remember there's 3 cats here who likely the size of him. He's a red squirrel, but he's good. Anyway, I don't think the cats would kill him, but he may get played with in ways he doesn't like. Anyways, so they're up at the door going, where the fuck is our food? I guess I forgot to put the seeds out for them. That means the chickadees too. I'm surprised they're not because they'll come right up to the door too. I haven't seen Rocky the raccoon though again for a few days. I don't know what's going on with him. He's been acting odd this last few weeks, but yeah, Rocky tried to come in the door the other day. He wanted in. He really wanted in. He was looking up at me with his big raccoon eyes. And I'm like, I can't do it, bud. You're not, you weren't born in captivity. He's not tame. He is tame with me because I think, like I've said before in other videos, he got hit by a car or something, so he's not right, but he's still right enough that he can do everything. But I've been helping him through the winter to make sure that when he does come out, I make sure there's lots of food for him. And if there's now when it starts, well, it's raining now, but during the summer when it's dry, I put up dishes of water. Anyway, he's become a good little friend, Rocky. But yeah, I felt really bad. He wanted to come in and the cats aren't even scared of him anymore. I think they just think of him as another cat. They see that I'm friendly with him. So, but yeah, not a good idea. I mean, he is a full size. He's past his teenager age, the way their age goes. He was just in his teen years, but he's out of those now. He's into his adult years. He'll live, I don't know, I think 15, 20 years, raccoons. I can't remember, but, I'm looking after him, because he's not capable of doing it himself, but he's just not. So, but he had a good winter. I mean, I got him fat. I got him good and fattened up because, they need that fatten because they sleep. They're not a hibernator, a full hibernator. They'll sleep for long periods of time when it's cold or whatever have you, and then they'll come out. And so in his case, he knows where to come. So, and I left him a hole underneath because we put the sheathing around the trailer now, and I left him a big enough hole that, because that's where he was sleeping before. So now he's got a place that's out of the wind and everything. And I wanted to build him a doghouse, but he seems perfectly happy to be underneath the trailer. So I'll let Rocky do what he wants because he wants in. I mean, he definitely wants in. He wants to be in here and warm and, probably cut all up with 3 cats. I just don't think it would go very well. Anyways, in these parts, fleas, ticks, I would have to get them all cleaned up. I just, yeah, no, too much. He can stay outside as a partially tame raccoon. Anyway, enough talking about all that. I am super buzzed, so that's why I'm rattling. All right, everyone. So the usual reminder, please like, share, and subscribe. It does help the channel. And hit that bell if you want to know when each time I put up new videos. For new music. We got lots to do. So, and I'm on a donation drive. If anybody wants to help out towards the studio /shop, I'm waiting for my friend Chris. He's the carpenter to do this, and it's like the awning and everything. I sent him a picture of an awning that I wanted for the front and everything. So then he came back and drew me kind of like a plan thing of what it was going to take and all the materials. And luckily for me, I do firewood with a buddy that has a sawmill. So he's going to saw up a whole bunch of 2x4s, 2x6s, all that kind of stuff. It's still going to cost me, but it won't cost me half as much as it would from going to a hardware or whatever, a lumber yard. So, and I want it rough cut. I want everything done that way. And cedar posts for the awning. But anyways, Yeah, I think it's time to smarten up and get a shop for sure because I need to work on my own things. See, I can't do plumbing and carpentry myself, but give me a small engine on a boat or an ATV or whatever. If I have a shop with tools, I'll work on it. If I don't, well, then it's like, fuck it, bring it down to the small engine place. But I need to have a shop here. There's just no ifs, ands, and buts about it. With the growing and other stuff I'm up to, yeah, my boat, I can't have the boat sitting out in the fucking out in the winter like I did this year because of the fuck up with the trench for the well. But, it's no good at my mother's either. I don't like putting it in her garage. I'd like to be able to, if I'm at my shop, I put the boat there. I know it's there. It's dry. And if I want to do some work on it, whatever I can, I don't have to run down there. Anyways, the idea is that I'm on a donation drive for a shop slash studio. Because that'll be where drums go and these camera things and whatever else, lights, different computer that's faster than this one for editing. Anyway, hey, I'm rattling on again because I'm super buzzed and it's already 15 minutes and that's ridiculous. All right, folks, you be good out there and I've done this for a while. Peace, live long and prosper. Mr. Vulcan, right? And pick hard this year. Ooh, wicked show. Anyways, yeah, be good. And we'll see you in the next song. Don't forget, rock and roll and wicked doings with me, lad from the woods. See you later.
All right.